Hi guys and girls, I'm Obsidian Ant and welcome back to Elite Dangerous. Another day, another mystery for the galaxy. This one is the Formidine Rift, that strange area of space between the Perseus and the outer galactic arms. It's around 10,000 light years or so from inhabited space, and I've made my way over there over the past few days. Now, the Formidine Rift is perhaps the oldest mystery within the game. It was included in version 1, and unfortunately no one actually found anything, despite many commanders going out there and scouring the entire region. In just a moment I'll show you precisely where this is, but just over the last day, someone has made quite an immense discovery. Towards the end of last year, some beacons were located out here that had a puzzle. The puzzle, once decoded, gave off some coordinates, some locations to head towards. But unfortunately that was bugged and we couldn't go down and have a look at those specific locations. But over the last day it's been re-enabled, it's all back on, and the first person to come here was the forum user known as Jesus Rocks. Now, the Formidine Rift is a rather large mystery and it has origins in Drew Wager's official Elite Dangerous novel, Elite Dangerous Reclaimation, and I'll link that in the video description below. Now, no one knows exactly what the Formidine Rift is all about. Sometimes it feels like the Matrix. No one really knows what the Matrix is unless they see it for themselves. And the same seems to hold true for the Formidine. Now, there are 3 distinct locations where this mystery is unravelling at, and you can see that here. There's Sol, highlighted right at the bottom of the map. The other location is the Conflux. There's also the Hawkins Gap, and where I'm located right here, the Formidine Rift. So all the locations are well spread out. And what's here? Well, it's a settlement, 10,000 light years away from inhabited space. What's this all about? That is the puzzle. Another settlement has apparently been located out in the Conflux. At the moment, I don't think that one has been found in Hawkins Gap just yet. But if we head on out there, we can see just what this settlement is all about. Now, do keep in mind that, as with the other recent videos, this video will contain spoilers, so if you want to find this all out for yourself, you may want to stop watching. Otherwise, I'm going to continue onwards and show you what this is all about. So the settlement is largely filled with inflatable buildings, and these seem to be used as hydroponics buildings. You can see here some of the plants that are growing within them. They look a bit brown and murky, so they may be dying, but who knows exactly what that's about. Outside and dotted around the settlement are various data points. You can scan all of these and slowly a small little story will reveal itself to you. Now, the settlement is completely abandoned. I mean, it's usually to be expected when you do land in settlements or any areas like this within Elite. They usually are empty, but in this case it is intended to be empty because there's no one around. They've all run off, and we'll see exactly why that is in just a moment. So there you can see there's a settlement comms log uplink, and if you head on over to these you can scan them and then you will receive a message. Now, do keep in mind that this is not the Formidine Rift mystery in and of itself. That's something that should supposedly be much larger. But this is one piece in the puzzle, and it should hopefully act as a pathway to get us towards that greater mystery. So what's unusual about this particular settlement is its location so far outside of inhabited space. There's not really anything else that's comparable other than Colonia, but Colonia has now become an intentional expansion of civilization. Out here it seems to be something different, and it's all centres around an expedition, one that was apparently carried out in great secrecy. Now, if you're interested in the Formidine Rift, there is a massive forum thread on the subject, and many players have been trying to unravel all of this over the previous few years, so do check that out. There's a lot of information there. This apparently is not the only site in the Formidine Rift. There may well be another one, but as yet no one has actually found it. The messages here in this sector of space seem to be very different to the messages that have been found in the settlement out in the Conflux. At the moment, the idea is that once all these messages are assembled, we should be able to get a bit of an idea as to why various expeditions were sent to 3 distinct locations within the galaxy. So here we are then, parked up. Let's have a read of the messages that we've so far collected. There's 6 of them in total, and I've got all of them here. Been travelling for weeks, past this amazing twin nebula just recently. About the only interesting sight on this whole trip. We're a long way out now. I don't think anyone else has been this far. Still, the pay is good. Take note of the date, 3270, so quite a while ago. Let's move on to the second message. Stars have thinned out and we've started dropping our cargo. Looks like some kind of long-range beacon to me. It's all hush-hush, no questions asked stuff. Heard some of the senior bods talking about Dynasty Project, Kelly's talk and all that. Nothing prepared me for the boredom. It's very dark out here, really dark, darker than normal space. There's hardly any stars ahead of us. It's just blackness, the void. And that's because we're in between the arms of the galaxy, so a lot less stars here. Picked up some kind of signal yesterday, and it looks like the crew weren't expecting it. Got them proper rattled. There's definitely something very strange about this area of space. Won't be sad to turn around and head home. The last batch of cargo due today, but the hyperdrive has malfunctioned. We tried jumping and got yanked straight back out, so we're stuck here. Randomius knows where. So that sounds a little bit familiar, maybe like the alien interdictions, or maybe something a bit different. We can't fix it. Hyperdrive is dead. Lucky we're in a system that has a habitable world. We've sent a distress call, but who knows if anyone will ever hear it. We're going to abandon ship. If anyone finds us, we're in, and there the message ends. Automated telemetry report, power failure. The messages within the conflux that have so far been found also talk about problems with hyperspace and even lights within which space itself. So certainly something very strange there. And somewhere out here within the Formidine should be a lost group of people, an expedition abandoned for over 30 years. Will the next step be to find them, or will another mystery unravel itself out here in the Formidine and the other 3 areas of space? As always, thanks for watching, and I'll catch you guys and girls next time.